And I'm back with a few tips for you. And today's tip is actually from my book. My book, Dream Bold, Start Smart, you can kind of see it there, is coming out on Tuesday. And this book is for someone who has a business idea, has a passion, or is sick of the corporate um, work, corporate style of life, and wants to start something of their own, but wants to be sure that they do the money, numbers, and tax matters better, smarter. And this book is for someone who's looking for guidance. It's exactly that. It's a roadmap for you on all things money, numbers, and taxes when it comes to small business. And I'm actually very excited about the book coming out. But one of the most important questions that I often get asked, and that prompted probably one of the longest chapters in the book, was the entity choice. Now, that chapter is for U.S. taxation, so it's based on U.S. tax code. However, the analysis that I offer to you in this chapter can be applied to any other country. What you'll need is to find a professional who can apply that analysis proactively for you and your situation. So for US-based people, businesses, choosing an entity is an important decision that you would make when you're starting a business, but it's one that often is left to internet, to one of the legal websites or attorneys. And attorneys think from a legal liability perspective. So the easiest thing to do is to form an LLC, limited liability company. It's not a corporation. And typically that is all good, but then you actually end up paying the most amount of tax when you have an LLC. So just keep that in mind. LLCs are great when you're just starting out and want to try things out. It's the easiest to set up and the easiest to convert to another entity for tax purposes. But there are pros and cons for each of the entity styles, types, partnerships, corporations, S corporations, single member LLCs. There is no cookie cutter solution for every business. It's all based on where you are, where you want to go, and what it is that you're looking to accomplish. So entity choice should not be left to the internet. Spend the money, hire a tax planner who will help you determine what the best entity is for you. In my book, I offer my proprietary matrix that I developed that actually helps you make that choice more or less easily make it more simple for you. So be sure to order the book on Amazon, get it just to get that matrix. That matrix alone is very, very valuable. And like I said, there's no cookie cutter solution for every business owner. Every person has their own personal situation, and business is personal. That's the truth. That's the bottom line. So when you're choosing an entity, if you're just starting out on your own, single member LLC could be potentially a good start. It will allow you to make things simple, but then after you've made 50 to 60,000 net income for a year, it's easiest to convert it to another entity. You'll just need a tax planner for that. But if you already know that you want to go into a business with a partner, or will want to look for investors, or any other option besides kind of just trying things out, then you'll need a tax planner to determine the best entity for you to start. And in the book, chapter 7, I kind of walk you through pros and cons of each entity type, multi-tiered structures, and then partnerships. How to structure them best so that you don't overpay tax constantly every year, year after year. Okay? That's it for today. Entity is important because it influences everything that you do in your business, how much taxes you pay, how much money you spend, how much money you keep. That's why it's such a critical decision. And I want to encourage you to take a note and make sure that you do pay attention to that, or get my book to make it easier for you.